The Chatty Cathy crew. Talking Tammy. Uh, Hilarious Ava. Apostolic Alicia. Victorious Vicky. We in the house this morning. And that
Awake
doggone
right now.
coach. That doggone coach. Guys, you do not look. I'm gonna say this I'm gonna say it with love, but I'm gonna say it in a way that you get what I'm saying. You do not have to stay home broke this summer.
Oh, that's right.
There's just so many options for you to make money. My 100 days of favor today, I'm gonna be talking about belief versus faith because belief, when you believe your money is gonna come, belief is just hit different, okay? And some of y'all are sitting over there missing opportunities. You know, my grandfather used to say, when we say we wish for something, he'd say, wish in one hand and poop in the other one and see which one fill up the fastest. Or he would say, when we say if, he say, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Yeah.
So we have to realize we have more control over our finances, over our freedom, over everything, but you got to do something different. You can't do the same thing and expect different results. So this morning, we're going to be talking about why you need to travel and get paid. And if you haven't registered to win overnight accommodations in either Orlando, Florida, or Las Vegas, Nevada, a great way to save money and get out of the house this summer, make sure you go to bit.ly/grownfolks2021. We're going to be giving away those 2 trips. So make sure you register. You got to be registered to win. We're not going to pull your name out of no imaginary drawing. So if you ain't put your name in the hat, don't expect to win. But there's always a way to generate revenue doing something that you love to do. Ava, you want to talk about this morning?
Absolutely, Coach. I think that over these last, and I think Yvette had it 17 months, we have just scared ourselves into our own pandemic. It's a pandemic on the external, but it's also a pandemic on the internal, that we just don't want to move and go somewhere. And you absolutely can get into something that can make money over the summer. I'm on the phone right now with one of my business partners, and we're planning sunset cruises starting in August. And that's just something that's local in our area. We are surrounded by beautiful waters. And she's a business partner. And she also has picked up a small yacht. And we're going to make that work for the month of August. Not to mention that with travel, you absolutely can make money, and you can make money instantly. And then even if you don't want to talk about travel for yourself, we talked about when we were in Houston about organizations putting on trips as fundraisers, because a lot of places are in the hole right now. And even the pastors and the ministers, the church, the faith community has taken some churches have taken a big hit. So definitely travel is an opportunity.
Ava, you said a lot. I'm going to show y'all how to slow down so people can do the double dutch and jump in, because you said so much. I was over here like, still didn't get in the rope. Y'all remember when you said, I still didn't get in the rope. So the first thing you said is you and your girlfriend is planning the trip. So make that relevant to the audience. How's that relevant to the audience? Food, plan a trip with your girlfriends.
Right.
And make some money while you traveling.
Who you hang out with. Just, right now, if you're listening, just make a list of who your girlfriends are. Who is your circle? What does your tribe look like? Who do you call or text every day? That's who you need to be planning with, because not only are they going to plan with you and help you succeed in travel, but guess what? It's all about you.
And you're going to make money when you become a travel agent. You're going to make money off of everything they book. So again, if you stop focused on what you don't have.
Right.
The Lord had to tell Moses that when Moses was fleeing with the Israelites and it was water in front of him, and the army of the Israelites was, the army of the Pharaoh was behind him, and he got to the water and he said, Lord, what do I do? The Lord said, Moses, what's in your hand? Use. Use what's in your hand. Did I tell the story right, Alicia?
Yes.
Okay. I have a girl lying about
No,
it.
it was before he got there. It's when he was trying to not get started, saying he wasn't equipped. That's what he
Okay.
told him.
I knew it was familiar. You know, because I'll be over here telling the story about the Grinch and Christmas. You know, all my books run together, okay?
Oh,
So I got to get a check in every now and then. But God has already given you sufficient tools to use. So use what's in your hand. And I think sometimes we think travel, we think around the world now. I know Vicky is hosting a retreat to Jamaica. Alicia is hosting a retreat in Florida. But Yvette's hosting a retreat right up the street. And girl, let me tell you something. It's crazy when you change your environment. Because like we literally moved from downstairs to upstairs. And I literally feel like I'm in a brand new house.
yeah.
When you change, sometimes all you need is a small environmental change.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in any of those trips I mentioned, make sure you go to bit.ly/grownfolks2021 in the comments. Put Yvette if you're interested in going up the street to the hill country. Put Jamaica if you're interested in going with Vicky, or put Florida if you're interested in going with Alicia, or put travel agent if you want somebody to get back in touch with you on how you can be a traveler. So the first thing she said was host a girls trip. The second thing she said was fundraiser. If I had got to that point with my children, if I'd sell another damn candle, okay? If I got to sell any more cookie dough or now damn pizza, I'm just gonna flip out. Cause what I would do was I would carry the paper around, wait till the last minute, and then order $100 worth of stuff I did not need for my house. So when you got people around you trying to raise money, give them the idea of doing travel. And it's a win-win for you. You can partner with them, share the profits with them. They making money. People got a trip out of it. It's a life-changing experience. And it's a win-win for everybody. And that's the coaching moment. Somebody say ding, 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 coaching moment.
Ding, 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 ding.
Coaching moment. The more we learn how to make things a win-win for people, the more you will have people participate. Stop thinking that people owe it to you to do things with you or to do things for you. You got to make things a win-win.
Right.
So think about how you can use travel to approach some of these organizations that need the funding because they've been tight because of COVID, and make it a win-win. And then the third thing she said, because she dropped so much knowledge, I just want to roll back the tape.
Ava.
What the little song say? Reverse.
I usually don't talk a lot.
Reverse. You talked a lot then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you think, yeah,
And
you
the
gave a
church
lot.
folks,
Yeah.
the church folks want to go see where Jesus pilgrimized, and they want to go see, the land of our forefathers. And it's a great way for churches to be able to add to their coffers, because they definitely took a hit with people not showing up to tithe. You just don't tithe the same electronically. You just don't.
No, you don't.
And so, guys, being a travel agent is an amazing way for you to get up, get out, and do something, and not sit at home because you're confined by your finances. I'm gonna let y'all talk about that, because one of the best prisons that you can break free from is that I can't afford jail. And it's like Alcatraz too, because it's hard to break out of it. But once you realize the abundance of the Lord, you will understand there's not, if in your mind you say, I can't afford, I can look at you and tell you it's because you've not done A, or you've not done B. Who have you talked to? How many times have you promoted? You running advertising? Are you shooting videos? Are you posting online? Are you almost borderline fanatical about your marketing? The same way you was fanatical about your job, up in there ready to fight people when they got a promotion before you. If you found out Becky was making a little dollar or two more than you, girl, you ready to just take off. And they're
Ooh-wee.
going off every time they do something to slight you. Baby, use all that energy to free yourself from that financial jail called broke.
Come on
You
now.
do not have to stay there.
Mhm.
I just had to get that out.
That was good, Coach.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was good.
It was good.
Let the people say amen.
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 And amen.
Cause look, I got up, I showed them last night all these goals on the wall, girl. If I tell you I got up at 2:00 when my ex, like George Washington, chopped down that cherry tree, I started chopping these goals because I saved Vicky. And I wrote it on my goals. I said, if I get finished with all this stuff on my wall, I'm gonna meet you in Vegas. Girl, I did so I chopped for 90 minutes, girl. I knocked about 5 things off my wall, which
That's
you can see
good.
how long the list is. You know, 5 is equivalent to year 1. So I went laid back down, got back up, made me some coffee, chop, chop, chop about 3. Girl, if I keep this axe in my hand, but the
Mhm.
same way I'm chopping away at my to-do list, you gotta chop away at your money like that. And
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be hard. Who doesn't want to travel right now?
Right.
Yvette,
Nah,
tell them how they was moving in that airport.
Coach, I'm gonna tell you something. That airport, okay, last year when I traveled, it was like 3 people in the line to get through the TSA. Okay. This year, when I've been traveling, it's been more and more people. When I got off the plane the last time, and that was 3 months ago, I got out the tarmac into the airport. If I'm telling you, people were in there like sardines, like there was nowhere to sit. It's like the old days when you can't even walk through the hallway because it's so many people just jam packed. And like I said last night, my mouth was wide open. I was like, but thank God I had my mask on. Because let me tell you something, everybody, they ready. They are ready. And I went out couple of nights ago, packed. I went to dinner. I went and got ice cream last night. A line at Jenny's. A line. Do you hear me? To get some ice cream.
It
And
was
and
packed.
City
It's still
Center was
packed.
packed.
Yeah.
And City Center right now stays packed. And you should have seen July the 4th. Packed. I'm talking about at least about 800 people in City Center.
So when you
So
get on the plane, Yvette, and you're afraid, you want to always find senior people in front of you, senior people behind you, because seniors have taken their shots. They're the vaccinated
Ava,
folks.
you need to, baby, that's a whole lead magnet. That's a whole webinar. That's a whole, baby, you need to do a lead magnet, 5 ways to travel during COVID.
Wow,
Oh, I
that's
like
awesome.
that. Yeah.
Y'all be tripping. Everything, I want you to realize the glory of God in every idea, every seed that he gives you
Yes.
is for fruit. Now, if you just leave the seed on the ground and let the seed wither, the birds eat it, then that's up to you. But every little seed he gives you, because I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start going to eat where all the old people eat, Luby's,
Come on.
Piccadilly's.
Bob Evans.
You sure right.
Now, I'm not going to no Piccadilly.
I
But
love
the Piccadilly's in Atlanta go off.
Oh,
You better
yeah.
get the
I
right
haven't been to
Piccadilly's,
Piccadilly's
baby.
in so long. Oh my
Baby, that
gosh.
Piccadilly's in Atlanta is like
In
your
Atlanta.
G-mama, your T-lady fried that chicken. What?
You hear me?
When I
Not
went to
like in
Atlanta,
Alabama. It was not like
I
that in
had been
Alabama.
30 days with no meat.
Oh
Baby,
my
that
Lord.
fried chicken passed me up. I fell all the way off the wagon that day. I was 60 dog too. I had meatloaf, fried chicken, baby. It was like your T lady, they had kidnapped her and said she couldn't get free till she fried that chicken. Hello?
Coach, it
Nisha,
ain't
not to
nothing
play.
like some fried chicken now. Oh my God.
I'm a yard bird. I'm a yard pimp.
Come on.
I'm a
love you.
yard pimp. I will eat chicken every. Troy side eats chicken so much it make him sick of chicken.
He's a
I
gruesome
can
little
eat
wing.
fried chicken now and eat fried chicken again for dinner.
Me
Because see,
too.
it's levels to fried chicken. I won't go into that now. I'm gonna do a whole podcast.
Oh,
But it's levels, it's your soft fried chicken like KFC. It's your
okay.
spicy fried chicken like Popeyes. It's the steroid chicken like Churches. It's levels to fried chicken. It's the fried chicken is super crunchy. And in the South, baby, we swear by the fried chicken at them funerals. Hello?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody frying no chicken. You can get your chicken from either the gas station or Walmart's. Or what or what's the name of the grocery store? I can't come up with it right now. Is it Buy Right? What's the name of that grocery store?
Look, Randall's got some good chicken too now.
Oh, baby, we just had some Randall's Birds the other day, and it were delicious.
Love that chicken.
And Kroger, if you catch the right Kroger,
Mm-hmm.
they Kroger go hard too.
Sometimes it depends on those cooks also. You got the right cook back there who can add a little something to it. Yeah, get you
Okay.
some good chicken.
Gonna put some of that slap your mama on there.
Yeah, foot and everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, slap your mama is a seasoning.
Yeah, it is.
Slap your mama is a seasoning.
Ma'am,
Mhm.
yes, ma'am.
It's a restaurant up here, or a little chicken and ribs.
I gotta find that.
Oh, really?
Place up
Yeah,
here.
it's like a Cajun type of seasoning or something like that. It's a little spicy.
It is. Slap your mama. Show Liz. It's kind of like a Tony Saturate.
Yes.
Or like an Old Bay.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, guys, you really don't have to stay at home and be broke this summer. Go to bit.ly/grown folks 2021. Not only are we giving away overnight accommodations in Las Vegas, I feel say Los Angeles, I'm gonna be buying somebody a damn trip to Las. Girl, let me get it right. Las Vegas and Orlando. And I love Orlando, especially when them children not down there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's some little resorts in Kissimmee, and Kissimmee is right outside Orlando.
Mhm.
And when it's the off season, you can get them resorts, and it's like a whole house.
Mhm.
It's 2-3 bedrooms, hot tub, back porch, kitchen, living room, and girl, you can get them little resorts for like $69 a night.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's why y'all gotta hurry. I'm like Kanye, wait till y'all get y'all money right. I'm be like, y'all, let's wheels up.
Right.
Wheels,
Right.
wheels up. We already ain't gonna have no jobs. But I'm gonna tell you something else about travel. It's one of those things you want to build your brand. The more places people see you, the more credibility your brand has.
Say
When
that,
people
coach.
see you on the move all the time,
Mhm.
that's the more credibility your brand has. So
Mhm.
sometimes you gotta be outside your normal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because people want what you already have.
Right.
That's
that's it, coach.
I don't want you if you can't do nothing but sit your ass at home. I want to
Right.
live vicariously through you. I want to go to Aruba
Mhm.
through you and the Virgin Islands through you and all of these places. And then
Mhm.
be like, oh, I want to get with her because I want her to show me, how she's living, how she living.
That's
that's
right.
I did my own facial. Well, actually, I actually did my own facial, and then I had a picture when I went to a spa and got a facial, and I put it on my stories. And my one client, she's one of the ones that want to go to the retreat. She's like, "Where you at now?" Then I went to San Antonio. Well, where you at now? You just moving around, and those
See?
are like that's not even nowhere, you know.
But girl, it's outside your house. Even like I'm gonna have to do better with, when me and Mr. T will go to the park or to dinner. But now I made my 7 days not eating out, live with the church say.
Amen.
And after
That's
all
so
of that, guess
good.
where he gonna take me after my 7 days? Because yesterday my 7 days was up, I got to eat out. To
Where you
Timmy
going?
Chan, girl.
You're not going no Timmy Chan.
We already did it. Timmy
Girl,
Chan is the most soulful fried chicken place
Yes,
in
it is.
all of America. But
Oh,
Mr.
wow.
Troy done took all us there before and had everybody up in there cracking bones and pouring gravy on their fried rice.
You better talk about it.
And if I tell you every piece of chicken is fried to order fresh, they ain't got no hot light. They drop it,
Mm.
and you might run into a feather
You might, and that
every
chicken
now and again.
Listen, the
Oh, it's
bones
fresh.
is seasoned.
It's fresh fried
That's
chicken.
how you know your chicken ain't super processed.
Wow.
But yeah, girl, the world is just so amazing. You're
Yeah.
remiss if you're not enjoying life at that next level every day.
Mhm.
And you know, there's this saying that if you say you do, you say you don't, you're right. But
Right,
when you say
exactly.
I can't afford, you're instantly right. James Allen has a
Mhm.
book, As a Man Thinketh, So Is He.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so if you think you're broke, you're right. You think you're rich, you're right. And it's totally up to you to choose.
Coach, I just got one more thing to say. I just want to put a shout out to Monique Spalding for her government contracting program, because I did complete that. I have my certification and everything, so I'm ready for government contracting. And there were over 225 available contracts for travel.
Wow. So shout out to my sister Monique. I know she's got that government contract money coming back. Y'all be tripping with yourself. You know, to me, part of it starts with, will you invest in an education? I don't mean college. I don't mean
Mhm.
secondary or tertiary school. Will you
Right.
invest in an education on being an entrepreneur? Will you invest in an education on money?
Mm.
Because you don't know what you don't know. And every time a new door opens and you learn something about money, you learn so much more about how accessible it really is.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's more money out there than it is single black men's.
It's more money than there are contractors. I mean, I never thought that this industry would have had an opportunity there, but
But had you not invested,
exactly. And it wasn't
That's right.
Coach. You put that scripture up there about being broke was a sin. That stays in my head. And also after we went with the ladies, and I said to myself, I cannot afford not to scramble, piece together to get to.
but you don't. But you say that you don't have to.
Right, right.
You don't have to scramble. You don't have to nickel and dime. You don't have to rob. See, all the things my mom said, okay?
Mm.
Yep.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul,
Yeah, my mama said that. Stop it.
nickel and diming, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. All of the things that she said became her existence.
Mhm.
Somebody gonna tell me, Coach, why you put your purse on the floor? You're gonna be broke. I said the devil is a lie. Hell, you
Right.
be broke, I will.
I heard
I
that.
said, keep your shit in your lap. And I'm leaving mine in the floor all day and see who makes most money.
Did you put it like
Keep
that?
yours. I said, matter of fact, don't even keep it in your lap. Hold that shit over high. Hold up as high as you can all day. And I'm gonna keep mine well on the floor. And let's just check accounts at the end of the day to see who made the most money. Your belief. If you believe you're gonna be broke because you put your purse on the floor, you're gonna be broke.
Right.
My purse stay on the floor.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with them Benjamins running through my account. Absolutely positively
That's
nothing.
right. That's right.
You gotta check your belief, y'all.
Yeah.
You gotta check your belief against what people are telling you. You gotta, even when you look around you, you gotta check your belief. We talked about that last night while I ordered them bottles. They cost a lot, but I believe that the money is gonna return.
That's right.
I believe in leaving a legacy for my children.
Mhm.
So I operate in the fact that I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with creating a legacy. And I know that God will come behind me and fill in the blanks. What are you believing?
Yeah. You know, Coach, I guess maybe for the past month or so, I have met some pretty, terrific women, but even in all of their awesomeness, they don't know what they really believe in. And that I'm not going to say I was shocked, but yet I was shocked because I thought they had more self-awareness. But it was because of the fact that they couldn't even tell me what their beliefs were. I knew that's where the inconsistency, the back and forth, the bad decision making, the bad relationships, what they kept attracted, the very thing that they say they didn't want, but they kept attracting that into their life. But good people. But when I'm like, what do you believe? I mean, I'm like, because it's your belief that's gonna govern your actions. But
Vicky,
could
we
not.
gotta stop and check. Is this my belief or is it my mama's?
Right.
Is this my beliefs or is it my best friend's?
Yeah.
Is this my belief or did I pick this up at the job? Is this my belief or is this what church folk told me? If you don't stop and inspect your beliefs, you're going to be carrying around a whole lot of people's beliefs that you inadvertently adopted.
Yeah.
Beliefs are like lint. You know how the more you walk and move around, the more lint get on your clothes. So if you don't have your belief lint brush, you're going to be walking around with a bunch of stick tights stuck to your doggone clothes, and you didn't even know you picked them up.
You didn't even know it. You didn't even know
because you're listening to somebody else's belief, and because you don't challenge it for your life, you just adopt it. So a lot of that, Vicky, is, and then we have to understand positive affirmations and asking God the right way.
Right.
Because when he said, make it plain, don't tell him what you don't want.
Right.
Tell him what you want. Why even bring the negative into the firmament? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
Tell him what you want. One night, long time ago, back in my 30s. Oh my God, that was a long time ago. But me and my girlfriend was going out, and I never forget. We both us big girls, we had on blue jeans, white shirts, red belts, and these red patent leather shoes. Both of us, we were just alike. So when we was walking to the club, she said, girl, I hope it's some big black men in here tonight. I said, girl, yeah, you sure right. Girl, we hit that door, and that club was full of big black men. And that's exactly what they was, too, big and black. They wasn't cute. They didn't smell good. They didn't have no money. Girl, they was grabbing us all by our belt loops. Come here, girl. We was on the run, girl. We got to their car, feet hurting. They stepped all over our feet all night. Didn't buy us no drinks, harassed us, was funky. And I looked her in her face. I said, hey, you know better. I always tell you, ask for what you want. Be Pacific. Ooh, like Rick Ross say, I'm flying over Pacifics to be Pacific. And you said big. And you said, girl, one of them was so big and black, girl, I thought he was the corner.
Oh, my goodness.
Girl, I went, you know how I get real dark in the corner? I went to that corner to sit down. That man say, come here, girl. No!
The corner talking.
No!
That's a mess.
The corner talking to me.
They on black.
I got in there.
Oh my
girl,
God.
if I wouldn't have been so tired, I'd have just took off on her.
The power of words. The
power
power
of
of
words.
words.
She got exactly. I've never
Yeah.
seen that many men over 6'5" in my life. And some of them was 6'5" wide because she said big. She didn't say tall.
Ooh.
When I'm at to
That's-
turn sideways to get through the door would not leave us alone. I said, child, look at what you manifested.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
Be careful what you speak. He said it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said, speak those things that are not
Yes.
as though they were. And she spoke it, but she was not careful
Yeah.
with what she spoke. He says
Oh.
the power of life and death in the tongue.
What it is.
Power.
What it is.
Wow.
So just a word to the wise, y'all. Everything you have is because you think it, thought it, spoke it,
Mhm.
acted on it.
Yeah.
So make sure you frame your request in the positive.
That's
What
right.
would you like to see happen?
Mhm. Yeah.
But you're right, Vicki. A lot of people don't stop and question what they believe
Yeah.
versus what beliefs.
I mean, I
Down
remember being 35 years old and I asked myself, like, why do I do the things that I do and believe what I believe? And I had a great answer. It was because of my mama.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm glad that she raised me the way that she did, being most of my, well, at least half of my childhood, it was just her. She and my dad, they had separated. And so she did the very best that she could do, which was pretty doggone good. But as an adult, being 35 years old, I'm like, those beliefs weren't working for me. And I realized that they weren't my beliefs, they were hers. And I was trying to fit it into my adult life and my experiences. And she had those beliefs based on her experiences and probably my grandmother.
Probably.
And I had to break free. And I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't the easiest thing to do, but I knew that it was some things that I had to change if I wanted a different life. Because, Coach, and you said it, and I had to realize the life that I had spoken to existence, the life that I believed and I created, that if I created that life, that I could create the life that I really wanted. And I started renouncing stuff that I had said over myself.
You better.
I started taking that stuff back, and I started speaking those life-giving words and not those life-draining words. And so, I can honestly say that I want better and I know better is coming, but I am intentionally creating the life that I want to experience until I'm called on to glory. But it's very intentional.
That's a book, that's a session, that's a workshop, that's a retreat. Create the life. I bring them into that retreat with a marker, some crayons, some glue, some tape. And all weekend, they wouldn't do nothing but we're going to go experience life, the food, the limo rides, the private jet rides. And I want you to come back. And every time you see something you want in your life, I want you to put it on that paper. We don't do that.
That rebuild portion of the Jamaica retreat, that's what we're talking about, is you can rebuild. Some people think that okay, because this thing has been built, there's nothing that I can do about it. No, you can tear down or either walk away from that life. You don't have to just, because this is it, accept it, this all I have. No, you can rebuild. And and so I'm excited about Jamaica because it's going to be very transformative. We're going to have a good time, but you will not leave the same.
Watch this. If you start talking about rebuilding in Jamaica, the next retreat needs to be all about rebuilding.
Yep. Yep.
Did you catch that?
So that'll be my spring.
Did you catch? Because see, we can give too much now.
Okay.
We got to get them primed like a pump for that next retreat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Coach is good at
That's
what
right.
baby, I'm always looking for the angle.
Yeah.
And the more you hang with me, start to do it too. Okay, this is the now. What am I going to do for the next?
Mhm.
And during that rebuild portion, I'm going to take a bunch of pictures because when it's time for my retreat in the spring, I'm already had that location picked out by the time December gets there. I'm already have my link for anybody want to do that during payment. I'll be posting pictures talking about don't mix the next one. Get in there now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Baby, bills ain't a surprise.
That's right.
The first of the month is always coming.
Right.
Yep.
And you can't operate as if you didn't know that the light company, them people gonna want their money.
Mhm.
You didn't know the phone company gonna want their money. You can't operate that. So you always gotta be in rotation.
That's right.
Like
That's right.
Walmart, like Starbucks, like
Yeah.
McDonald's. What's your
Baby.
next? All right, guys. Well, I really have enjoyed the conversation this morning. Don't even know how many people watching, don't even really care. But guys, make sure you check us out next Saturday around 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And make sure if you haven't already registered for Grown Folks Summer, bit.ly/grownfolks21 to get your name in the hat for 2 amazing sets of overnight accommodations in Las Vegas and in Orlando. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget, no matter how busy you are today, make sure you clock in for your business because
That's it.
business can stay clocked in for you, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
That's it.
love you guys.